Before we get into today's video, I wanted to show you that I have a new product. It's my U2s, and it's an action figure of myself, which, you know, everyone needs at least 1 or 12 of these. There it is. It's me playing the guitar. It has my guitar, it has me, it has my face tattoos, and this is the box. It's pretty sick. And back here it says, I've got a graveyard and she's got a broken heart, which is from one of my songs called Zombie. This is a limited edition figure, and it's only going to be out for about 20 more days when you're watching this. I don't know. It's only out for a little bit, and if you do not get it now, you'll never get it. Also, there's an edition that comes with a pin of myself, so if you want a cuter version of me that looks really cool, there it is. My YouTubes is linked down below, or you can just go to youtubes.com and search up Johnny Gilbert. And thank you very much for all the support. Thank you. Enjoy the video. All right, well, I'm gonna tell you all, there was an earthquake just now. I barely made it, and I was with the boys. And I think I already deleted it. I was filming it, but I deleted it because I had an angle of me recording it, but then I rewatched it, and I saw my face, and I didn't like my face. So therefore, yep, it's gone. We were all in my room, just being boys, and we happened to experience that together. It was awesome. Oh my god, yeah, I totally forgot. I hit my face, which was cool. Like, not this time, it wasn't on purpose, but I hit my face. I was wiping the ground. There was like hair dye on the ground because your boy's blonde, had to touch up the fucking weave or whatever, the hair or whatever the fuck, dude. I tried to clean it up with a wipe, and I did. It was going really well. I was wiping the ground and I moved my face forward, and due to that, there was I have a dresser thing with stuff in it, and my face and the dresser met, and therefore I bled. And it was great. Your hair is greasy. My hair is greasy? That's so mean. Do you think before you speak? Your fucking breath smells like cheese. Young Sheldon. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people editing me as Young Sheldon. Stop that. Get help. There's also a lot of people editing me as centaurs, which is not a bad thing. I don't really know if I want to be a centaur in reality, but if you want to Photoshop me as one, that's fine. If I tweet about something, I'm going to be Photoshopped as it. You get into fight. Oh, did I get into fights? One time I was in, the only time I remember being like in a fight, and it's so stupid. And I was like really young. I was probably like 11, and I like randomly went to this new school where everyone was like hella like Christian or Catholic or something. They were saying Lady Gaga is a sin. Listening to Lady Gaga is a sin. I was not about that. I told my mom, I was like, I don't fuck with that. And my mom was like, I don't fuck with that either. So we didn't fuck with that, but nonetheless, I continued to go there because I tried all the other schools and I had to go to that one. And then there was one moment of us, me and this one kid playing soccer, and I think that kid, a girl liked him that I was kind of like thinking was cute. So, and I thought this guy, I don't know, I just like had beef with that kid in my head. So then we played soccer, and then I think randomly we fought, but I don't know, it all seems like a blur at this point. But I'm pretty sure I won because well, actually, I don't know if I could say I won because I probably, like, from the sounds of it now, I don't remember things. So maybe he punched me so hard that I don't remember, but nonetheless, that's the only fight I remember doing. I mean, there was like, you know, times like where I go outside of a bar or something, someone's acting like a weirdo, and then I tell them like, shut the fuck up, and then they pretend to point a gun at me, but they don't really have a gun. But I don't know that they don't have a gun. But now that I'm like sober and stuff, and now I realize they don't have a gun. It was a random homeless guy, and I stand by it. Okay, this random homeless guy was making fun of Jake's pants. I thought that this homeless guy was actually, you're making shit up. No, you can ask Jake. And it wasn't smart. It wasn't a good thing. I was told not to do this because it makes sense why you wouldn't do this, because that guy has nothing to lose probably. That guy's fucking, he's ready to fight. And I didn't know. I thought he was from the bar, which doesn't make it any safer, to be quite honest. But I thought he was from the bar and just talking shit about Jake's pants. Come to find out that he's just on the streets talking kind of old to himself and stuff. And then I pissed him off, and then he goes like this with his hand though in his thing, and he's like, but I didn't know at the time it was his hand. But either way, yeah. And that wasn't a fight, but that was definitely a little like me just being a sassy drunk guy. And I stand by it, but I shouldn't do it. Puts people in danger. But also, like, fuck that guy. Yeah, oh yeah, I was harassed by mascots in New York. Yeah, that was scary. I was in New York, and you know how they have all the like Mickey Mouses and shit and Minnie Mouses on like Times Square? I was just walking around, and for some reason I was filming myself, but I didn't get the best angle. But about 5 of them or so, I didn't even talk to these motherfuckers. I don't even know them. Okay, I don't want to know them. I was just walking like one does, and they all grouped up to me. They were like touching me and shit, which I can't blame them because look at me, but I'm joking, don't do that. But no, they were touching me and shit, and they were like kind of like trying to, I don't know what they were trying to do, but I was not feeling it. I was creeped out for a second. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I don't know if I said it that aggressively, but now I'm saying it that aggressively. So that's New York. New York is cool. I could go to New York again. I feel like the problem with my last time going to New York was a couple things. One of them mainly being that we took a train for so days to get there. That was pretty painful. I didn't like that. And then we stayed at like one of the worst hotels in New York for we didn't stay there the whole time because it was too dangerous, but we went there and that was also not a great experience. So I wouldn't do that again. I didn't feel safe doing that, but it did make a good video. There was a certain point where we were doing videos that were us going to like hotels that are not safe or low rated, and you know, some of them weren't that bad, but then we kept doing it, and then the New York one was very bad. Like almost didn't even want to film the video because it was too dangerous feeling, but we did because we're silly and we're here. We lived through it, and I don't know if we're gonna do any more of those because can't really top that. Tongue piercing. Hey, I don't want to do that. People will put cum on my face or whatever the fuck. Isn't that what they do with like editing? Ew. No, no, don't Photoshop shit. Bro, what? What do you mean, bro, what? People fucking will put like, pretend to put a fucking Photoshop penis next to my face if I have my tongue out, dude. I don't want that shit. Freaky ass mind. Oh, like you haven't used the internet before, dude. I just scroll on Twitter and people fucking do that shit. It's fucked up. People are weird if they do that. Yeah, well, welcome to the internet. People are fucking weird. I literally saw today that there's a fucking foot account that's been going on for years of myself called Johnny's Feet or some shit. An example as the internet is weird. Johnny's Feet. So now I have a wikifeet, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like, yeah, like that's cool that I have a wikifeet now. These are a lot of these are old photos of my feet as well. I didn't even have my foot tattoos. Also, dude, those are my soles. Those are my feet soles. I don't even know how some of these people got those. Right now, I currently have a 4.9 out of 5, which is amazing, I think. A little too generous. And somehow they know my shoe size, which is actually, I think, correct. 8.5, I think that's correct. That's really impressive, quite honestly. I didn't know this existed until this account told me. And this is like not a joke account either, I don't think. This account really is dedicated to my feet. And that's, you know, like back in the day when I was younger, I just walked around barefoot. I thought it was cool. But then I found out, oh, there's a world of people that have foot fetishes. So now I'm aware, but unfortunately I can't undo the past. But it also sucks because now I have cool feet tattoo. I got like 2 feet tattoos, and it's like I can't show them because people are fucking gonna like put me on. I mean, I guess I wanted to be on wikifeet just for the meme, but now it's like, fuck. So living's so expensive. Living's expensive as fuck, yeah. But like, I feel like dying's also expensive. Have you ever looked into dying? Probably. I'm gonna look up how much dying costs. I gotta look this up. How much is dying? This is like a good question. I feel like, ooh, wow, pretty expensive. Like very expensive, quite honestly. California is the 6th most expensive state to die in. So guys, be sure to save up for your death, okay? Because it's actually an expensive thing. The average rate it costs for dying is $27,428.40. So that sucks. Now you might be wondering, what are you gonna get with this death if you die? What are you gonna get with $27,000 worth of death? Well, you're gonna get an awesome urn or like coffin or some shit, whatever you want. You're gonna get like a hospital visit, your last hospital visit. That's gonna be sick. And an ambulance trip if you're lucky. That could be fun. Well, I mean, unless you're already dead, then I guess it's not. And also if you're dying and you're getting the ambulance, you know, transportation, that's probably not a great time. Like, anyways, though. How much does it cost to get an ambulance? Because one time I might have accidentally taken too many pills and had to take an ambulance and then go to a hospital. So let's see. 1,800. Okay. After hearing about $27,000 worth of death, I'm not really as feeling like that's too bad compared to the 27,000 of dying. So it's not bad.